Okay guys, welcome back to part 2 of this video series on the prototyping kit guide. In this video we're going to jump back in and we're going to configure the hero block up here. But the most important thing is to note is that when you very first start up the file, when you copy it over, by default the Eric design system will not be included in the file for some reason. So you have to just go in and manually add that in. So basically the first thing you need to do is head over to this little library book icon here, click on that, and you will need to search for Eric DS. And that is the design system there. So if you click on add to file, that will add it into this project now, and all the styles and stuff will be available to use. So the first thing I'm going to do is click into the hero block section, and you can access that by just clicking on it like that, or going in via the layers here. One more thing to do as well is just going to name the page properly. So this is dementia support, so just quickly rename that dementia support. Okay, right, so if you want to go in via this way, you can click the little right arrow to go down. And you can see that there called Hero Block Master. You're going to click into that, and this is going to expose all the properties on the right hand side panel over here. First thing I'm going to do is give it a subtitle. So this is a dementia support page, so I imagine this would go under something like mental health. I'm just going to use that as an example, and let's say it might have been page 2, so we'll change that to number 2, and then we'll set dementia support in there. Okay, description for the page. Let's see, there's some content I've just created, just some dummy content. Copy that into the description there. Let me just zoom in a bit for you so you can see better. Okay, so that's done that. And then on this page, so I'm just going to fill this out with some dummy content that I've created here. So you just click inside there, and the first one is this. Sorry, first one is getting support, so I'll pop that there. Emergency, let's look, council services for people with dementia. That's another one. And it's just filling these out. So look, support for carers. And local support groups and activities. Pop that in there. And I'll just do these for now so you can see. And then what I'll do is probably just going to grab this, pop it into here to make it easier to copy for you. Right. This is not really what you'd need to do every time, but I'm just doing it for the for the purposes of this. So you can see as I've added them in into the side panel here, they've been added into here. And if I want to just turn off these bottom 5 because they're not needed, I'm just going to go in and just toggle these off using these switches there. So then we're left with these 5 here, which is good. That, I was going to say that concludes the block, but it doesn't. So we'll say we've just got to do the bullets, sorry, the breadcrumbs, which are at the top here. So the breadcrumbs actually live inside. Where have they gone? Where's the breadcrumbs? Breadcrumbs are in here somewhere. There they are. Yeah, so like inside, if you toggle down this one, you've got the container, and then this section here called heading plus on this page is obviously all this stuff here, and then you've got another component inside, nested inside that one. If you click on that one, that will reveal the breadcrumb component here. So essentially the way this works is, again, it's another a list of configurable properties that you can turn on and off to enable different links. So I'll just turn them all off for now. If you turn it off, you're left with just home and page title. Page title is the title of the page that you're on right now, so I'll call that one dementia support. And then let's say it might be a couple of levels deep, so this could be, you know, health and well-being. Sorry, health and well-being. And then this might be mental health. And then you've got your 2 layers there, and that's how you do that. And if you needed more layers, you just add them in as needed. I've added like 6 levels there, probably won't need that many, but it's there if you need them. And that concludes the hero block. Yeah, in the next video, we're just going to jump into the main body content here. Actually, no, next we're going to do the sidebar, and then we'll do the main content last. Yeah, so see you in the next one. Thank you.